I am Batman. Average Sniper.
What's up, guys? Average Sniper here, and welcome to another PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds video. In today's video, I have a question I'd like you guys to answer for me in the comments. Are you a camper? No, I'm just kidding. What is your favorite play style? Do you like to play tactical, strategically, sneaking up on enemies? Do you like to rush the enemies, knowing that they know where you are and have a higher chance of killing you, but you still go for it and feel good after you get that kill? Or do you like to camp? Do you like to get a gun, hunker down in a room, aim at the door, and just wait for some sorry sucker to come running through looking for some loot? I'm sure there's a lot of other ways to play too, but one of my favorite ways to play, I'd say the most favorite way for me to play, at least in solos, is super aggressive. Now, when it comes to video games, I can't settle down. I am very hyper, and I need to always be moving around. It is very hard for me to camp unless I have a very strategic goal in mind. Like, I want to get the chicken dinner, and that's all I care about. In fact, if you ever look up my stats, you'll see that I have actually a low percentage rate for getting my chicken dinners because of the way that I play. I don't play for the chicken dinner when I play the game. I play to have fun, and I play to be aggressive. I'd much rather have a 10+ kill game and get to the top 10 and lose than I would getting just a 1 or 2 kill game that ends with a chicken dinner. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people have expressed the exact opposite. In fact, some of the videos that I've uploaded, people have gone in the comments section and said, in fact, there's one that actually stands out to me that I remember. A while ago, a guy said the only kill that matters is the last kill. Everything else doesn't matter. And while I actually understand that, that does not work for me, man. That does not work for me. I like to play this game almost like it's Call of Duty or Battlefield. Just kind of rushing in and charging people and not caring if they see me first and just kind of trying to outplay them with pure aggression. And a lot of times that pays off, and a lot of times it doesn't. But it's just like anything. I mean, how many times have you been, let's say, camping a doorway or a corner or whatever, and some guy just runs right through and turns around and kills you, and you're just like, what happened? You know, it can work. It can really go either way. Sometimes it works with you, and sometimes it can work against you. But regardless, when I'm playing solos, you know, I'm pretty much full aggression. That's just how I do it. Now, when I'm playing duos or squads, I have to play a little differently, because while I'd like to be aggressive, I have to consider my other teammates, okay? Some of them, I mean, if I die, I'm putting my team in a bad position because they're down one teammate. Also, I don't want to have to sit there and watch those guys play for 20 more minutes after I die. I want to be in the action, you know. I just cannot settle down. Well, I'm really hoping to see in the comments the way that you guys like to play. I know there's going to be a lot of different ways, so I see 3 ways to play, really. I see 1, playing tactical and strategic, 2, playing campy, and 3, playing super aggressive and just going for kills as much as possible. Now, I guess the one thing I didn't talk about was the tactical way to play. I guess you can play tactical and strategic without actually being a camper. You can move around the map, but you don't necessarily seek out every engagement. You don't necessarily run towards gunfights. You kind of just move about the map, go to strategic locations, play defensively, and don't attack enemies unless they attack you or unless you have that perfect kill shot. And I honestly think that way to play is going to be the one that most people pick. I don't think there's many super aggressive players. I think that's probably the one that has the least amount of people in PUBG is super aggressive. Then I think campers are probably going to be pretty close to people that play strategically. In fact, there might be some people that camp so much they've just decided that's the most strategic way to play, so they're going to call themselves strategic players. I'm doing my little quote fingers right now. Strategic players. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not making fun of anybody for the way you play. I mean, obviously, we all get salty at campers because they kill us. You know, they kill us when you walk through a door and you're not expecting somebody to be there. It really sucks to get mowed down by a guy that's just aiming at the door. But you know what? No matter how much I dislike it. It is a legitimate way to play this game because if you're going for the dinner, the only kill that matters is the last kill. Fortunately, I don't play for dinners every time I play. I do get quite a lot of chicken dinners, but most of them are just crazy chicken dinners where I'm just rushing people and, you know. Sometimes towards the end of the match, if I really want the dinner, I'll slow down and just play more tactical. I can't camp, though. I've never really... I mean, I've definitely tried it out, you know, like, say I'm in a building and I hear somebody coming that's about to come through the door. Obviously, I'm going to aim at the door and shoot them as soon as they open it if I don't know I'm there. Doesn't mean I was camping there, you know. They might see it as, oh, he was just a camper, but really, I was in the building and I heard you about to come through the door. What am I going to do? Let you come through the door, shake your hand, say, how you doing, let's have a gunfight? No, I'm going to shoot you as you come through the door. But I'm not going to sit in that building for 20 minutes because I'm in the safe zone, aiming at the door, just waiting for somebody to come in. That's the difference between a tactical player, a strategic player, and a camper, okay? That's the difference between a strategic player and a camper. So, having said all that, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Now that you've told me your playstyle, which you've probably done in the comments already, why don't you tell me what you think? What's your favorite type of player to get into a gunfight with? What's your preferred method of play for other players? Like, you don't just have to have a preferred method of play for yourself. Like, when I go into a game, I kind of think, I really wish these enemies would be out just kind of running around like maniacs. I really wish that would happen so I can just get in as many gunfights as possible. And other times I'll be more laid back, you know, and chill, and I won't be in an aggressive mood, and I'll be like, I really hope most of the enemies are just camping so that I can shoot them when they run from the blue because that's the only time they're going to move. So how do you prefer your enemies to play? Do you want them to be super aggressive with you, or does that throw you off your game? Would you prefer to be a camper hunter where you know people are camping and you're, you know, strategically taking them out and teabagging after each one? Well, guys, I'm really looking forward to reading those comments. I'm going to talk a little bit about this gameplay and the style I use before the match ends. So as you can see, I'm using a UMP, and I'm using an M24 sniper rifle. Didn't get any kills with the M24 sniper rifle. It was pretty much mostly with the UMP. Never really got in a position to snipe anyone, which I was kind of disappointed about. But I keep picking up vests from people that I kill, because sometimes after the gunfights, my vests get destroyed, so I'll just run up to them after I kill them, grab some ammo, grab some boost, grab some health, grab a vest, and just move on. Now here we're in the final circle. There's only 4 enemies left, 5 total, and I decided I'm going to keep playing aggressive because that's how I've been playing this entire match. I've heard a couple shots. I heard a guy shooting what I think is an SLR right over here, so I just run over here, and I'm thinking he's probably hiding in a crevice of one of these rocks. See him, I go for him, take him out, and then I'd start just moving towards the other gunshots. Right here, I hear a guy. I hear his footsteps coming up, so I get him, and then luckily I turn and see this other guy who was looking to take advantage of the gunfight, and he gets ate up too. Now, this is a PC gameplay, so the UMP is actually outplaying the assault rifles at this distance. They've done a nerf on the assault rifles to make them more effective at longer ranges, or more, I guess, you know what? Let me just say this. They added a lot more recoil to them. They're much harder to use on full auto, even when you're up close. A lot of people haven't gotten used to them yet. So the submachine guns are much more effective at the range they should be effective at in the first place. Now, right here, I'm thinking this guy might be behind the rock, but right when I get to the rock, I see him up here, and I'm just like, final kill, let's go for it. Get him, match finished, and we end up with a 13-kill chicken dinner. I hope you guys enjoyed. Can't wait to read your comments, and I'll see you on the next video or the next live stream. Later, everybody.